Stop by, man. You know I'm right. Come on in. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag. I got them big mad. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be trying to watch my moves, trying to steal swag. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got a big bag. I got them big mad. Gotta take them boys to school cause they skip class. They be trying to watch my moves, trying to steal swag.
Hey, what's going? Hey, it's been a minute since we've been on here. People been asking. I've been telling everybody September, first Sunday September, but we jumping the gun just a little bit here. We jumping the gun just a little bit. We got a special announcement. Also, record on what happened today for the class of 2025 and 2024. We can also tie in just some summer ball things that went on and then just chop it up, man. And so, if this is your first time viewing the show, make sure y'all share the show, like the show, love the show, spread the word right now. We got Coach Ant Willis. We finna put him in the hot seat. So if y'all got questions, comments, hey, throw them at him. We gonna get them. We gonna get them rumbled up.
Shout out OZ David.
Yeah. Shout out Oz, man. That's Coach Ant guy. Oz my guy too. He cool. Shout out my boy Oz, man. He said he's tapped in. He ready. Oz was ready before we even went live. He was ready, man. 7:16.
Man, locked in.
But locked in, yeah. We got Coach Ant Willis, man, of Empowering Other Preps. Coach, man. The people want to know, Coach. People want to know why.
Why?
That's the big question. Why? Everybody wants to know the why behind it. So that's the big question, man. We giving you the floor.
Well, first and foremost, G Days want to thank always appreciate you giving the platform to be able to give people knowledge and to educate the people the correct way, on a non-biased platform, nothing jabbing at anybody. I always appreciate that. But I mean, first and foremost, everyone know I was at Willis Prep. That situation did not go the way I thought it was going to go. So therefore, I had to go a different direction, academically, and some of the things with sports didn't go right with the school. So I had to find a different avenue. The crazy thing is that actually I was supposed to do this from the jump. I was already wanting to start my own school back in March. Me, Chris Hines, my guy, Amelia Vargas, Randy Oz, we was all talking about it and things like that. So it was already thought about. It was already done. And the main reason, truthfully, for me is, I always look around and pay attention to the basketball world. We got the IMG, we got the Mount Verse, we got the Lala-Mears, you got Southern Cal now, you got Terrific. You got a bunch of different prep schools out here, and none of them are in the South. And I think the biggest thing that a lot of people get afraid of when they hear the word prep, they think it's post grad, but not realizing that the word prep is actually preparatory, And for me, that means you're preparing kids for the next level for college academically, and if they play sports. So for me, I always wanted to do that for a long, long, long time, and just had an opportunity to play against some of the top schools in my city, in the state and nationally eventually. So for me, it's something that I want to educate, the South on, so they can understand the benefits and the things that we're going to offer. We do have a lot of different schools that start this year, but I think, Empowering Others Prep, we're going to be a virtual school. We're using Texas Connection Academy. So it's a public virtual school. It's credited. Everything you can go look at it online. There's no okey dokes. There's no loopholes. Everything is correct, and everything. So, and then for sports, I still have the same schedule I was gonna have at Willis Prep. We're still gonna play inside Marcus Sloan's conference in the SWAC. So everything's still intact. You know, it's a lot more to it, but that's really the reason why I wanted to do it is to kind of help kids, and then also educate these parents on how to get college free. Our kids will be also enrolling dual credit, either at Lone Star, any Lone Star school, ACC. San Jack is also connected with Texas Connections, where kids can go and get their dual credit classes right now and earn college credits for free. Where really all they got to do is pay for books and pay for any lab fees. So that's another thing. I used to coach in the Lone Star, so I used to always go to school when I went there as well. A lot of different high school kids who was homeschooled and things like that were already getting their college credits at 17, 16, 18 years old. And for me growing up, I didn't know anything about that. Like I didn't even have that even in my direction. So, the biggest thing always is to help these kids academically first and foremost, and then also provide a high level basketball situation, with me and my guy Chris Hines, just like we did this past summer for AU. We're trying to do the same thing, just move up to another situation and really allow these parents to understand what it means to go, to a prep school is not post grad and things like that. So, that's the real reason why. Any more questions, anything, G, they throw them at me. I'm ready. Yeah, it is already correct. Yeah, it is already a reputable virtual program for academics. They have them all over in the state. Corey Hadnot, who is one of my guards, is going to be going to my school, is originally from Georgia, and they have a Georgia connection as well. So it's all over in different states. Any more questions, G? Day?
I got one.
What's up?
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Go ahead.
So basically, the kids that you have now, is everything straight with them academically? Are they okay?
Say it again.
Basically, the kids that you have now in your program, everything is okay with them academically.
Yes, yeah. Everybody is pretty much signed up for the school. Waiting a couple more uh, paperwork, just going through. We're doing everything, but academically, everyone is still good and sound.
So
The
basically, you're saying even though it was misfortunate that it happened the way it happened, it was still early enough to where nobody was severely impacted.
correct, correct. That is correct. And a lot of the kids, two other kids, R.J. Johnson and Terrence Bryant, they were already homeschools at one time. So, and like I said about Corey Hadnot, so their parents, understood the direction that I was going very easily and are kind of helping me. Terrence Bryant mom is an academic principal for a school that's K through fifth grade, where it's for kids who are like 504 who have different disabilities, ADHD, dyslexia, things like that. So she's the one that's kind of helped me a lot with it. Her daughter is a professional gymnast. So she's been going homeschool for the last 2 years. So she's helped me with a lot of the situation. RJ Johnson, who used to be at HCY last year, has been homeschooled since he was in eighth grade. He's a sophomore and already getting college credits as we speak already because he's been doing homeschool and now enrolled at Lone Star getting dual credits. So mostly all my parents understood everything and it worked perfectly for everyone.
That sound, that sounded
I'm strapped in. I can snap at any moment. Hell yeah, I'm alive, boy. Better believe it.
like as the kids are straight, and I'm always about the kids. So, and it happened at an early enough time to where no harm, no foul. Everybody now just want to be nosy. So it's nothing wrong with that. I salute you. I'm tired of you picking purple though. You need to start picking new team color. We own purple in the city, and I
Hey,
just want to put that out there. But I'm proud
hey,
of you. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hey, I'm about. It's all. It ain't even about that. It's all about royalty, man. You know, purple is a royalty color, man. You know, powerful, baby, in a lot of different ways.
I ain't mad at that.
Mad
Right.
at it all.
Hey, I got some questions.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you, Rob.
Country boy.
My my mic was muted, my bad. And so people want to know, is there going to be JV freshmen as well, or is it just strictly going to be a varsity program for this very first year?
So as we speak right now, it's only varsity right now. Now I have been picking up a lot of traction from other players reaching out that want to come to the school. So again, you know, we are going to have workouts this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, at Trinity Vineyard Church in Cypress from 7 to 9. So any guys who are still interested, still looking for a school to go to and things like that, or any homeschool kids already out there, come get locked in. And for me at that point, if we get some more kids to enroll, then most definitely I will have a JV situation for them. So that's really the direction right now. We're going. Most of my guys right now are basically my varsity team.
That boy Ant say, if y'all still looking for a school. It's not college. I get what you're saying though, basically. I get what you're saying. If
Hey,
you
it's some kids right now who are not in
happy.
school. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth. I'm not jabbing at nobody or nothing. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just trying to provide another situation. What kind of academic with a school? It's a public school, Texas Connection Public School, so they'll get their English, science, math, history. Now, for me, going forward, there will be some things I will be adding down the line, even probably next semester, like in December, January time, or even next fall, I will be adding some things that I don't want to reveal yet because if I, speak too much, some people may take my ideas, but there are going to be some things that I'm going to offer that are going to help kids be more rounded to survive in this world. For me, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been doing, entrepreneur for almost like 7 years now. So I'm gonna make sure that is one of the things that I do teach kids how to do is own their own stuff. Because where we're going in the world today, we need to teach this generation how to be more smart about what they're doing and how they're doing it. Being more smart about their finances. That's very important from that standpoint. So it will be things that will be directed more in life skills to help these kids, be more prepared for today's life. Hey, I appreciate that. That'll be very important, man. I do have some things um, going on right now as we speak that will help that situation. So for sure, uh, I will have G Day put across the in front of the screen, my number, my email and stuff, and reach out to me, and we can talk more.
Let me get my pen ready. I ain't even got your number. Let me get my pen.
Bro, stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You got the personal number, man. Hey, you got the personal. You're a personal friend.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
ain't got the personal friend number, man.
Now I do like this because in traditional school settings, kids aren't taught how to be economically well rounded. They're not taught
True.
how to pay bills, how to manage my money, how to manage a checking book. How to know when it says something is pending, it may look like I have money. Don't go spend the money.
Correct.
These are things that I feel high school students should be taught and should know. Um, and so I do like that a lot. Now, these are things that I teach my own kids, but I feel this should be like economic class should be like a class that you have to take in high school to graduate.
Facts.
You
Facts.
know, it to me that outweighs history per se. It's cool to know your history because it's cool to know where things come from in the past, but they don't teach everything in history as well. They leave a lot of things out. Um, just that's just me being an educator. Lots of things that I don't like in the school system. Not gonna go down that road, but it is what it is at the end of the day. But this is something that's really important, and I feel that it should be taught to everyone. And so you got your varsity team, you got your you got your Carter. Hey, nothing Carter ain't nothing wrong with history, man. It's nothing wrong at all with it. I'm just saying, like, economics is more important. A lot of kids out here, they go to school, they think they got this, and you know they bank account is in the negative, and they keep going down because you keep getting charged because you're in the negative, and the bank keeps charging an additional $25 every single day that they're trying to run it. And next thing you know, you done went from negative $25 to negative $800 within a month's time. And so these are things kids should know.
And I
Uh,
think
it,
yeah,
it was
the
good
other,
seeing you too today,
yeah.
Slim, man.
I was just about to say it was good, folks.
It was good seeing you too. And so that's important. Teaching kids economics is important. Teaching them how to manage their money is important. Teaching them how to understand the way that money operates and the way that it works is important. Teaching them how to live, how to be accountable, how to market themselves. This goes within economics that is not being taught to kids because a lot of parents don't take the time out. They just be like, I had to figure it out, so you know, you figure it out. But to the school situation, you got your varsity team, you know, still got the schedule. Is there any games that you would like to put out there if you can
Well, we
without spilling everything? Um,
well, one team I'm actually excited about is Concordia. We played them December 7th. You know, I coached there, so that's probably one of the, you know, games on my list that I'm really excited about. Just being able to kind of go back there. You know, I helped win a state title there back in 2018, so that's gonna be exciting to kind of go back in there and just play against, you know, my old head coach that I worked for, Coach Bill Honick, and then, you know, one of my close friends, Justin Carter, as well. So it's going to be exciting, that game. We do have some other big games to play against Westbury Christian, St. Pius, play against play against Spring Creek, Plano, another big time for school in Dallas. So we got some big games on the schedule. I don't want to give too much. I am going to be posting my schedule here soon, so that will be out probably tomorrow. So,
Sheesh.
but we do got 39 to 41 games on the schedule.
Wow.
So,
yeah, a lot of games, doing a lot of
Hey, what you eating?
This man's crazy.
I just want y'all to know we come home from an event.
I'm eating a torta.
And we still coming and try to celebrate y'all kids. I don't have time for burners in my mentions. Okay? I just want.
I'm eating a torta.
Yeah,
Not even from Houston, and you on the culture.
and then the other thing I would say, you know, that I think is very important is the dual credit side. The reason why I say I think that's very important is I was talking to Lo today, and you know, I'm not, you know, it was something I thought about. I'm not saying people are gonna do this. I don't even know how a college coach would respond to this. But if a kid come to my school and, you know, freshman, sophomore, junior year, whatever, they could actually walk away with an associate's degree or with college credits. So if you went and you was actually pretty good, really, really good, which is what we're looking for, and you have an associate's degree, and you got a school to give you, give you a scholarship to play basketball, technically you would walk on to that campus as a junior in the classroom, a freshman on the court. So in some ways, you could get your master's paid for, where
Mm.
and I don't think people really think about that. But what made me think about it is because this year with the pandemic, my stepson went to McNeese. He redshirted his freshman year. Okay. Then he also this past year got his year back because of the pandemic. So right now he's a junior in college, but is a freshman on the basketball court. So if he goes to a school next year and plays 2 more years, he would get he would graduate and get 1 year of his master's paid for. So that's what made me think about it, because I was like, there are some schools who do offer dual credit in high school, and some kids take advantage of that, but a lot of athletes don't. And then also when you think about um Imani Bates, who just reclassed up, that means he already had his credits for high school to be eligible to go play college basketball if he didn't go to the G League. So at that point, that means he was already doing the stuff, maybe dual credit stuff, taking stuff online. So therefore, to me, it needs to be known that you can still get your academics correctly and still be ahead of some kids. And truthfully, when you look at the foreigners, overseas, that's what they do already. They go to a trade school and they play professionally, or they play for certain club teams, and they're already getting their academics out the way. Like I said earlier, I remember when me and G-Day was talking about this, his daughter does gymnastics and stuff, and he was thinking about her going homeschool to be more hands-on with her gymnastics career. People do it for soccer, people do it for volleyball. And we're starting to get to it in basketball, but again, it's a lot of stuff that's not explained from an academic standpoint so that parents can feel more secure about their kids' books and education. That truthfully, you go to school for 8 hours. 3 of those hours are, So if you're an athlete and you're trying to be serious and things like that, you can get your academics done in 4 hours, get your 4 major subjects, and then rest of the time, spend your time in the gym getting better, and things like that. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I just think that's a situation that some people, may not understand, because there's been kids going homeschool forever. Back in the day, we had the kid Jackson who went to North Carolina. He went to HCYA. He's in the league now. So again, I think that was the last time a big time kid from Houston, I think, went homeschool, then went to a big time college and playing and things like that. But
JJ, not to cut you off, JJ Caldwell did.
He did, yeah, he did. He went to Saks, correct.
Yeah.
He did do that as well. You're right. He did do that, correct. So to me, it's beneficial. And if we're saying we're talking about academics, then here's an opportunity for kids to academically, push themselves forward by already getting dual credits in college, where their parents don't have to pay all that money for them to get college credits. And if they, and what we're doing is affordable, it's not expensive at all, so that's also another plus that we're going to offer to this, not expensive at all, because I know everyone is not in the same tax bracket. So, that's one thing I've always believed in, is try to make opportunities as fair for everyone as possible as you can. Nothing's free in life, but at the same time, if we can do our best to try to, give everyone the same opportunity, what they do with it is on them. So, I just feel like that's also another important thing that we're going to offer, through my school and things like that. And then as we continue to build and build and build, next year the goal is to have a brick and mortar building. I'm already in the process of, looking into that. By next spring, I will have a real head of school, a principal as well. So things are moving very fast and quickly, so I want people to know that there is great benefits in this situation.
That boy D
D
King.
King, hey, shout out to D King. That's my dog, man.
Keyword good.
Good.
That's the key. That's the key word.
Hey, I feel you. I feel
That's the
you,
key
D
word.
King.
Hey, and on that
Hold on,
thing.
G dot real quick.
Oh my bad.
No, you good, you good. Just to further educate parents as well as far as dual credit courses go, and so you also want to look into whichever university that you're planning on attending, because not all universities will honor you a full 4 or 5 years of scholarship. Scholarships are year to year anyway, but a lot of schools will tell you, well, we're only going to, if you already graduated high school with associates, we're only going to give you 3 years, here at this university. And so every university varies. And so as you're being recruited, parents and players, make sure that you ask those type of questions. We're graduating with associate's degree, will your program be able to offer a scholarship, year after year, where my son can graduate with a master's? Some schools do, other schools won't do that.
See, and I didn't know that, so I'm glad you educated
Because
on that.
and the only reason why is because a master's is less expensive than a bachelor, so you think that they would, but a master requires a lot more time in the classroom versus if you're just going to get your bachelor's.
Correct.
And so that's just something that you might want to look at. And then not every single school will accept your credits as well. So if you are doing the dual course credits, make sure that you graduate the program. You may finish with 20 credits, but then you try to, as Coach Stewart just said, you may finish with 20 credits and try to go somewhere, and then that school is like, we're not going to honor those credits.
Correct.
Now you got to take all the same exact classes all over again when you get to college that you just took at the school. And so and I'm glad that y'all doing that. There's nothing wrong. I don't want people to think that it's nothing. It's great. That is great. If you can graduate high school ahead of the game, I'm all for it. I'm game for
And
it.
also, it depends on the college too, because like Lone Star
Right, yeah. Yep, it
is
depends on what
pretty
school you
much
choose.
Lone Star is pretty much equivalent to most all schools, especially in Texas. Now,
Yeah,
once you get out of
in Texas, they'll accept
yeah.
Lone
Now, once
Star
you get out of
from any
Texas,
university.
yeah, you go to different states, you do have to ask. That's just like if you was at a college and you transfer from a school in Texas to a school in Seattle, where they go on a tri-semester, where they go, fall, winter, spring, summer. They may not take all your credits, vice versa. So that's anytime. I remember I had a couple guys, kid when I was at Lone Star, came from a community college in Seattle, and he was on tri-semesters, and some of his credits didn't transfer to Texas because of the tri-semester. It wasn't equivalent to the same amount of hours that he was going to take at Lone Star Tomball. So he had to take a couple classes over. So you are correct on that, and that makes sense, And again, it's an option. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's an option. Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with that option as well. And so if you do it, make sure that you do at least graduate with that associates.
Correct.
Because that's less financial burden on your parents as well. In the long run. Go ahead, G Dot, man. I ain't mean to interrupt. I just want to let the people know, because I didn't, just in case if they try to run and say, hey, Ant said this, and so we just want to clear everything all the way up.
No, I was just gonna piggyback. A lot of not a lot, a certain amount of schools like Mickey Leland, they offer that, but not their athlete side doesn't really use that, but they offer that as well. HISD has some specialty schools that allow you to do that. But I mean, I feel like basketball kids should take that advantage like the football kids are. You got football kids that's going to go to college every January after they're done with their season. So
correct.
I'm all about kids getting smarter and doing it the right way. That way it'll take less burden on them while they're in college.
Correct.
While you was mentioning Money Bates out here, and He
I'm
not,
just saying. I
he
mean
not going
that.
to the he going to college.
I'm not saying he again. That was on his pickings. So again,
But that's what
don't,
I'm saying. He reclassified to go to college.
huh?
He reclassified to go to college.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the point was he reclassified up. So my point is that mean he had enough credits to graduate and go to college. So therefore, that was beneficial for him.
but not necessarily, um, because you don't have to have all of your core classes completed to go to every school, every college. And so let's say that he didn't complete all of his core 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 3 years of science, blah blah blah. Let's say he didn't complete all that. There's always a loophole in the system.
Correct.
So because you can go to a college and you could take high school classes at college before you start taking your college classes because you have to go take the test. So you go in, you take your test, and they be like, okay, you still need to take class 098 math, which is really just a high school math. And so before you can even get your college credits, you still have to complete high school portions before we can move you on. And we all know he's going to go to the league, blah blah blah. So for him, it's just like
D King got a Russian sleeping on his couch.
No,
No,
man, where
no,
you
bro.
been?
No,
Where
no,
have
man.
you been?
Don't pay attention to that, bro.
Hey,
Don't
D
pay
King,
attention to that.
Hold on. This is a public service announcement. D King, I took Russian at Bel Air. We're a foreign magnet school. So in case he's looking for somewhere, send him
hey
to
man,
Mother Russia.
listen. D King said immigration is watching his every move.
Send him to Mother Russia. We got
We
got
can't be
Ruskies.
talking about that right now, man.
We got the Ruskies. Hey, I speak a little Russian. Seriously.
I have a question. I don't know if it's been asked yet though.
What's good?
So Coach Willis, what do you say to like public school coaches who have apprehension against like playing your program in different preseason tournaments and showcases due to the fact that they think you're gonna try to recruit their kids?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I coached at Concordia, okay? So which was a private school. And truthfully, a lot of the kids that came to Concordia, they came to us and asked about the program. Now, what I mean by that is that if I'm out at a gym, I could be out. I coach AAU, and a kid comes to me and say, "Oh, well, I heard that you're coaching over." Just like when I was at Willis Prep, man, I like your school. This and so. Tell me a little bit about your school. At that point, I can sell whatever I want to sell. You know what I'm saying? But going into someone's gym, sitting at their game, recruiting their kid, I'm not doing that. I don't know any. I don't any of the private school coaches that I know or been around or anything like that. I ain't never seen them do that. Ain't nobody never seen Coach Bill Honick, Mouton at Second Baptist, and I ain't never seen none of them go. And those are the players coach go inside someone's gym and be like, "Hey, look, come to my no." And I'm not gonna do that. But if someone comes to me and asks me about my program, okay, I can tell them about my program. But I'm not gonna be at no showcase, no tournament after the game. Hey, you should come to my school next. I'm not doing that. Now, if they come to me, their parent or come to me and talk to me, that's different. I can't do anything about that. That's just like if my wife was to go talk to another dude, I'm not plexing with the dude. I'm gonna go check her because at that point, that ain't his problem. That is my problem. So it's the same thing. So I can't go check him. I gotta check her. So that's just how I feel about it. But again, it's at the end of the day, it's basketball. It's just like in college, university, kids transfer every year. It's basketball. At the end of the day, now I am gonna say this, and it's just the truth. If you're doing your job, you ain't gotta worry about that. It's just that simple.
Bro, that's one of
just
the
simple. Now,
things ever in the world.
Now I will say there are some kids out there who just never happy with their situation. Those kids transfer every year. So it don't even like again, sometimes I like to stay away from those kids because they transfer every year. So I might get them for 1 year, next thing you know, they gone by. So that's different. But if you doing your job and things like that, kids don't come to your school. They may move. Shit, look at Duncanville. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, everybody ain't mama moving there. So again, if you're doing your job, it's gonna happen. So at the end
But
of the
look,
day, I'm not never gonna go
when you're
in
great,
any
build something great, people want to be a part of greatness.
correct.
Like,
True.
so what? That whole don't play other teams, that don't stop nothing. Did that stop legacy? No. Like, so that's the dumbest thing. Like, you really should go say, hey, let's line it up. That way you could go beat a prep school and be like, what you need to go to prep school for? Because we going to prepare you here. I mean, I disagree with somebody that I really, really respect. Like, me and Coach Glover don't see eye to eye on this topic, and I get it. He's a little bit old school, and I'm, don't care. But I really don't see the point. Like, you telling like kids gonna leave any? Didn't Jaquil leave Summer Creek? Episcopal ain't played Summer Creek. He still left. That's just a good example that I had off the top of my head, right? Like, but like, I'm for
It's
real.
the first show. No,
Look,
we
No,
gotta
let it
ease.
air it
We gotta,
out, Gary.
we gotta
Look,
ease our way back
who else?
into it.
Who else went private this year?
A lot.
A lot.
Did
A
Brody
lot. I
Robinson
can't
play
even.
Houston Christian?
Brody Robinson.
Which
Say,
is
bro,
true.
don't.
The administration bosses say no. That's true though.
No.
Some
I put this up because this is fact. So it's
yeah.
in
Some of them are
this
true.
it's in a lot of ISD contracts that
Yep.
you cannot play against private schools.
Goofy.
It is,
And that ain't got nothing to do
Even
with the coaches.
and I'm just asking, even
and
in
it's not always
preseason,
the coaches. It's
Yep.
more so of
and that's
I still
period.
got to keep my job at the end of the day.
Hey,
That's
hey,
period. Like even in
hey,
preseason, you
G-Day.
can't play against them.
Keep it 100. It's taxpayers, baby. I don't
It's
need you
supposed
to lead. It's taxpayers, baby.
it's
That's what it's
supposed
about.
to be period.
Okay.
But preseason, I mean, it's not sanctioned, so
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's good information for. I mean,
Favre said
like
he almost got written up after beating Houston Christian.
seriously, like a lot of like I know KDISD does because I work for KDISD. I know
sure.
Sci-Fair ISD as well. You know they have it in their clause.
Tomball ISD.
Yep.
That's a disadvantage to the kids.
But
You mean
it's
to tell me that there's a better team you could go play, but you got to go play your granny JV basketball team because it's in your clause? I don't get that.
it's just
And
it's
I respect it, but I
no,
just
yeah, that's just the rule that they set up because and
You gonna be honest, G-Day? You gonna be honest?
yeah, no, I am.
Okay.
It's a tricky situation because the reason why the rule is really set up is because of recruiting. But public schools recruit as well. They do. They do. But that's the reason why, and it's the fear of everybody makes it seem like private schools are just way better than public schools, and it's not. It's not. School
who
is what
wants
you
to
make.
go play taps and
School is what you make it in the classroom, and so if you want to go to school and clown and act a fool in school and not pay attention to class and get bad grades, that's all on you. That's not on nobody else. That can happen at a public school or a private school. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't. But if you're going to go to school and you're going to go and you're going to take care of your business and then also still take care of your business athletically, you'll be fine wherever you go. But that's just the way that it's looked at. I'm just telling you the way that it is looked at. I'm not saying that it's right. That's just how it is looked at. We don't want you poaching from us. We're trying to build something over here.
But this is my thing. I got one for you. Here go the legit. How many basketball slots on a varsity team?
It depends up to the coach. 12 to 15 kids.
12 to 15.
That's
Okay.
why I could never be a coach
Say 15.
because I'm only taking 8.
Let's just say 15, right? Bro, it's only 15 spots. It's only 5 kids can be on the court at the same time. All these kids can't go private school.
Do you know that like parents be going nuts on coaches, man? Like That's why I would never pick 15 kids.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they worried about private schools poaching from HIS. You can only have 15 kids.
I think the biggest thing for me is that if a kid want to go, if a kid or parent want to go pay for school, I mean, at the end of the day, you can't, really be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like I just, and again, I think it's also like Carter said that some public schools have rules and standards that most prep schools don't abide by. But again, even if we go by those same standards and rules, they still won't allow us to. I mean, but when you and again, it's Texas. It's Texas. Y'all got to realize that it's Texas, and I'm the first to really be honest that it's about taxpayers, it's about money. About the private schools play against each other. You know what I'm saying? They can do it. They can play against other schools, stuff like that. So that's understandable. You got zones, you got different districts, those things and so forth like that. But the biggest thing that sometimes don't make sense to me is like for instance, Concordia is in Tomball. Concordia and Tomball High School is less than 5 minutes away. So at what point do you not think that parents in Tomball are not going to find out about Concordia? Woodlands Christian, Woodlands Prep, Woodlands Christian, John Cooper, the Woodlands, College Park, those schools are all right by each other. What do you not think that people are not going to go and see and isn't that? So like to me, I think the biggest thing is that if a person decides to want to go to the school, they chose to go to that school for whatever reasons that they chose to go. And at the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with coaching. Sometimes ain't got to do nothing with the situation. Some parents just want a different situation for their kid. And again, it's just like in anything else. If you got options, kids are always going to be looking for other options, especially in today's world.
Yeah, cause what they doing over there at Second Baptist, boy, I heard some interesting things.
Oh, you tripping now.
Mr. Jordan.
Doing a wonderful job at Second Baptist, bro, and they doing it like the right way and under the radar. Like you don't.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who coach at Second Baptist. I know who go there though.
Coach Mouton.
Yeah. Coach Mouton and Curtis, baby, my dude, Scipio.
Scipio, like, hey man, like they doing it the right way at Second Baptist. Got a new facility over there, new gym.
Yep.
You can't compete where it's no competition.
I mean, there's always gonna be competition.
Always.
Like, that's life. It's
competition in Duncanville.
It's competition for the girl. It's competition to get a girl. It's competition to get a job. It's competition on the job while you're working. It's always competition.
But Second Baptist is also doing a Houston private tournament again this year, and there's some public schools inside the tournament.
That's what I'm saying. They doing it the right way. They move in silence. They get it done. They don't hear no problems. But then hear all this. Oh, my AD. It's like that on the girls' side. I tried to put a top 5 team in the city versus another top 5 public team, and they was like, "Oh, my AD." I was just like, "Really? When is it gonna be in the best interest of the kids?"
They don't care about that. Now let me
No, seriously, real quick.
I didn't say that.
Mr. Jordan, to answer your question, as far as people checking to see if kids really live in that area,
the coaches do it.
I'm not really. People don't. I really go around and check to make sure that they live there. Now, Coach Stewart did answer you a little bit. If you're missing school, then that's when they send out the truancy officers, the sheriffs, just to check to make sure. Hey, why isn't he coming to school? Now,
but now they do like so when Marco transferred to Cy Ranch after coming from Magnolia, to make sure that we actually stayed in Cypress, the coach at Cy Ranch had to come to our school, take pictures of our house, take pictures of his room, make sure that he slept there, everything for him to be legally play for Cy Ranch.
I was just
That's
about to say, depend on who
that's
you
the
is.
answer.
I was just about to say, depend on
That's
who
the
you is
answer
and how
because
bad they want you.
hey, I know a lot of
Sometimes
kids
I didn't
who
know
ain't get checked on
who
who live in other places and
who
go somewhere else. I'm talking about public school, not
I
even.
didn't heard of some coaches driving by and the kid open the door and wave and the coach like, oh yeah, he stay there. And the kid don't bit more stay there than the man in the moon. So it depends on how bad they want you.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm just
telling
real.
you.
I'm just keeping it real.
Listen, I'm just telling
If
you.
that's a house check, then I stay in the Woodlands then. Cause
Hey,
I can go to anybody's doorstep.
I'm just telling you. When we was in this situation, boys came to check at the door. Hey, took pictures. Do you live here? Boo. Hey, boy, I'm talking about like, hey, I have to make sure my house was clean, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, boys came and took pictures. But nah, the key say how many kids Willis is taking. How many kids you sending me? You know, you had the best freshman team this year, you know what I'm saying? Now let me stop short.
No,
But
no.
if like I said, if I'm able to get 20 kids in my school this year, I'll have two teams of 10 and 10.
Oh, Carter, you the main one always talking about keep it real. And now somebody keeping it real. And now you gonna use that little Daniel's name on our show. I'm not even calling him Daniel. That's his name. That's what his mama called him. I can't believe you, Carter. I'm sad. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't see you today, Carter. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I said I'm looking to have about 20 kids on my team, D King, if I can have a JV in the varsity this year. 10 and 10. But the joke is you had one of the best 2024 teams this year, so you know.
Yes,
shout out to the Houston Hoops 2024 team.
Hey,
yes, she did.
them kids all go to public school. That's crazy.
Stop that. Christian Beds go to Episcopal, son.
I said most.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying he go to Episcopal, my G.
I see
Hey,
Justin Peg at the Battle of 16. I got it. I know where he at.
Episcopal over there loading up. You know what I'm saying?
One of them 2024s look real good today.
Guess what? Bel Air play Episcopal
Case
every
McDermott.
year. Bel Air play Episcopal every year. You don't hear Coach Wayne or Coach Glover out here complaining. No, all is fair, bro. Like, we have the Battle of 16 every year. So when I hear all these other private schools not playing public, that's blasphemy to me. That's crazy. Like, we go to Episcopal every year. Like, that's a game. That's bragging rights.
Hey.
Listen, it's in a lot of schools rules.
Coach Glover is a godfather. We can't really talk about him. you can't. I mean, you can't even talk about. There's certain statuses that you have to understand. Like, my dude been in the game for decades. Like, what do you mean?
Fun fact. I got to Bel Air before Glove got to Bel Air. It means nothing, but I hold OG status over him.
Stop it.
You laughing, but for real.
You tried it.
But no, I'm all about the kids. I'm all about good competition. I'm all about, I'm tired of like 20, 30-point blowouts because the competition. There's no way Bel Air should play Mickey Leland, in 6A. I know they moved them back down to where they're supposed to be, but that's demoralizing for the kids, and that don't get our kids better. So if there's private schools that's equally of top tier talent, I just don't see, like, you know what? I got it. G-Day, we should do a private versus public tournament. We should.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Why?
Because when nobody, it's in a lot of schools' clauses. Like, they can't play that.
Ain't no good teams gonna come.
Well, you know what? We'll talk about it. I'm
gonna say the biggest thing.
You gotta entice them.
The biggest thing I'm gonna say is that
with
that situation,
how much entice them, unless you're talking about like some millions of dollars.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Yeah. So, but I will say the only thing it kind of hurts the kids is because even though school like coaches don't care about no rankings. They don't care about none of that. But I will say some of it is starting to hurt the kids with that they have to try to figure out something because when we start seeing these kids, wanting to play against certain talent, and you got some of the top kids, like as instance, Concordia, Trey Miller, Jesse Fuller, Jacob Hudson, those kids want to play against some of the top other kids, in the city that may be at a public school that ain't at another private school, And I think the biggest thing also is if we figure out a way to handle that, we'll stop seeing a bunch of Texas kids leave and go to other states too. Because not only are we losing kids, if we're saying using private school, you having kids move to other states so that they can play freely to any competition. You know what I'm saying? So that's and again, it is what it is.
These kids want to travel and play the heat. Like, and you telling them they got to go play the Girl Scout and the future lawyer in their profession. It don't make sense.
Coach Stewart said that it can happen in showcase or tournament. They just can't do it in regular schedule. So G-Day, we got
Hey man, look. So this must be the conventional side, and these dudes over here, they always trying to change. Bro, hey man, look.
Hey, don't start that. Hey Rob, don't start that.
Season photo.
Don't stop that.
Man, no, because y'all making a mockery of the. Not y'all making a mockery. Let me change those words. Y'all like, bro, this is not free. This is not freelancing, bro. That's what you got AAU season for. Hey, make an AAU team, and then you go play whoever you want to. But, bro, you gotta do what you
do.
It's
all right.
cool.
So Rob, so I got a question for you. So Rob, you said
hold on, before you say that, I really wish they went back to the old way where you couldn't lead like whatever, like how we was. Like, no, but your ass going to A-Leaf Taylor. Rob,
that's what
you
I was
stay
about
at
to
Jeff
tell
Davis District. Your ass going to Jeff Davis when you graduate.
So
I wish you go back to that way.
So I'm gonna ask you a question for you.
Shit, all this moving around.
Did you remember the Academy Invitational?
Hell yeah, I used to go.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you used to have Oak Hill, used to have the big time schools come down here and play us. I played in the Academy Invitation.
Yes.
All right. So at the end of the day, why can't we still do that? It's Texas. Why can't we put our kids on a national showing? Like at the end of the day, we keep talking about how all these kids not being All-Americans, we not getting picked, we not this, and that. So again, why can't we, like, for instance, if Southern Cal was to call me and say, I want to play, hey, let's play. Because at that point, it's a situation to help these kids be able to be more recruited. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about now. These kids want to be recruited to go to college. We have a lot of kids in the city of Houston every year is sitting at home. Hey, sitting at home. So at the end of the day, like, I don't get it. Duncanville is playing everybody. Sierra Canyon is coming to Dallas.
They went on a 3-city tour last year.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Rob, did you forget about Yates? Remember when Yates went to Hawaii?
Hold on. I'm glad you said. Hold on, time out. I'm glad you said that. But did they cry when they had to play against Lee? No, they beat Lee by 100. They didn't care.
But let me ask you a question. Hey, did they get any kids to transfer in?
On that year when they went to Hawaii?
Hold on, no. So all those kids, they was all from the same area. Nobody moved in.
No, they wasn't all. Joseph Young didn't stay in Third Ward.
You said what?
Joseph Young didn't stay in Third Ward.
Okay then.
But the majority of 90% of the rest of the team stayed. Pee Wee stayed around there. Snap stayed around there. Who else you had?
Did a kid transfer in there that didn't stay there?
Yes.
Coach all right. So
Coach
we done.
Yes.
Man, look, a lot of these kids that y'all talking about want to play against the best ain't do shit in the summertime. And they play against these people.
Rob, I agree. But I agree with you.
What do I want to see that for again in school ball? And you didn't get that. You went way to California, got your ass cracked. Now you want to come back to my, hey man, I want to play Jakeem Registry. Why you went to go play fucking Brady and you lost by 45? What do we want? What? I'm just playing devil's advocate here, man. If you're giving the right team,
we know you is. But he said Dougville has 5-star kids who aren't even top 10 in their city.
Forget Duncanville. We ain't talking about Dunk. I don't give a damn about what they doing up 45. But
you
if
go.
Hey man, go get it. Go make a JL3. Go make a
No.
I'm just saying. You want the ultimate smoke? Look at you. I don't want to talk about it now. Hey, go get on the team Temple. You play in NYTLA. You get that. If you want to play against some smoke, it's a plethora of teams out here from this all the way up. You get your ass whooped. And you come back and come cry.
So Rob, so I'm asking you a question, Rob. I know you playing devil's advocate, but let's be real. At the end of the day, stop acting like you don't see the point behind kids going. So hold on, stop. So you're telling me if we had a true national representation in the city of Houston, would it help our city?
We had it last year. And
No,
to answer your question,
hold on, stop.
Yes,
stop.
Legacy wasn't a national representation.
They played I'm not saying they won a national representation.
And how many kids did he reach out to that declined to play? No, he had a stacked national schedule.
Oh yeah, he got players now. So
I'm just saying. So we have you got players. You're going to go play a pretty national schedule. So we have
that's my point.
We have those opportunities. So, but what I'm saying is, don't go to a public school and then say, man, I go to such and such, but we only play these dudes. Well, first of all,
if you
that's
say
what you're supposed to go to. And then when we see you play against such and such, you don't do shit.
Oh, when you right about that. I mean, okay. I agree on that. I thought you were saying about it. That I agree on. I agree on that.
You have a school. PJ got an opportunity. Mr. Green and PSA. It's a lot of. It's different. If you want to play, like I said, the team you played on NYLA. How many people you reached out to that didn't reach back out to you? I'm just saying. So everybody had opportunities. It's an opportunistic city for you to go out there and get the smoke if you really want it. But don't go over here and say, man, why we not playing over here? Well, you should take your ass over there. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, look.
Hey, man, we had to give y'all the flow, man.
No, you know ain't my guy. Ain't my guy.
No, yeah.
That's why Mr. Stewart out here dropping dimes right now.
No, he is.
Right, because like my whole thing is we could name kids that you know who left a public school, a private public that it worked out for? Jalen Weisinger. He left Pius to go to Creek. They went to playoffs. That's not a bad.
But he was already a public school kid. He went to Magnolia West, but nobody knew about Magnolia West.
So that don't count.
I'm just saying, he went to Magnolia West his freshman sophomore year, and then he went to St. Pius. Then you talk about my nephew. I heard you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you determine your own success.
Correct.
A private doesn't determine success. A public school, you the individual player. So I guess I'm just more for a free market because
yes, you are.
Let's be honest. Like, no disrespect to my SBC and my TAP schools, but they are the smallest percentage of kids with the biggest percentage of resources, but they don't always play against the best collection of talent in the state. You know, like Harrison Ingram, Burger Boy, played in TAPs. Not TAPs, played in the SBC.
SBC, yep.
Like, you know, like, so you have to go make it worth and do your job. I agree with you.
And real quick, Carter, I agree 100% with you on this because that's what it is right there. If you to have a truly dominant prep situation, you wouldn't have any kids from the city because you'll have nothing but national kids.
We got some national kids in Houston, but hey,
You
but they gone.
can't build
They
a national
gone.
with only kids.
Some of them
I'm
left.
not.
Some of
I'm
them
not
still here.
saying that we. I'm saying it maybe one. I'll put it that way. You would maybe have one Houston kid on the roster. Then you have a
So
kid from
okay. So I got
California
a question.
play. You have a kid from Florida on your team. A
Yeah.
kid
So
from New York on your
how many
team.
national players do we have in Houston for 2022?
Are we counting Beaumont?
We,
That's Houston area.
yeah, I consider them Houston area.
So you talking about in all
if you
classes?
going
No, in
off
2022, how many we got?
if you're going off of national rankings, we have two.
Okay. How many we got in 2023?
We have three.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many we have in 2024?
None right now.
Okay. So we
No.
got 5 kids. Okay.
But they wouldn't all be on the same team.
I'm not saying no. I'm not, I know that.
He said,
I know that.
I'm with you, D King, because and that goes with this.
Yep.
It's media outlets here. We do our best to pub kids. Some
don't
people
say that.
Why not, man? I'm being honest.
No, I'm talking about. I'm being sarcastic, G.
Oh, my bad. We do our best to pump the kids. Was I at Under Armour Circuit? Was I at EYBL? No, I wasn't. But guess who was? Baller Plug was there. He was there. He was pumping and pumping the kids. I'm just saying. And so there's people. There's always somebody there pumping and pumping the kids. Just everybody wants every single person to talk about the same exact kid over and over and over and over and over again all the time.
Bro,
Stop.
I can't tweet about your kid every day. If you don't tweet about your kid every day, how you expect me to tweet about it every day?
I'm just gonna let it be known for the season. I'm not tweeting about the same kids all year long. Look, I love Miss Deshaun to death. I'm not tweeting about Tyler Smith every day. Every time I go to Bush game, I'm not tweeting about Tyler Smith because there's some other kids that need publicity that people don't know about. And that's no knock. That's not no knock on Tyler. We know Tyler a national, and I'm just using Tyler as an example. We know Tyler's a national kid, but just because I was at Bush game don't mean I'm obligated to talk about him every time. Like people need to get over that. Oh, where G-Day was at. And Spencer says he ain't talking about my baby. Well, what about the other 5 times he talked about him? Like, we got I don't want to get on my soapbox on the first episode, man.
Chris says it's 4 kids in 2023.
Who name them?
Name him, Chris. Put it in the comment.
But nah, like
I'm drawing a blank on the 4th one.
What's the 3?
You got Tyler, Wes, and Chris.
I'm drawing
in the
a blank on the
2023 class.
Yeah.
It might be one more.
Who?
Smith, Cole, Yates, and
He
Johnson.
said Smith, Cole, Yates. Oh, Jacob Cole.
He's not. I don't care what nobody says.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying he's been on stages. He always gets invites to USA. You know, it is when you got certain people pushing you behind you, you can get those things. But he's always been on the stages. He's never performed.
I'm not messing with G-Day. I'm leaving this alone. G-Day.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with what he said because
I didn't say it was something wrong. I didn't say it was something wrong.
You know, you have to put that armor on and show guys you that dog. Now, it's his year. It's either sink or swim. So there's nothing wrong with what he said. Like, and that be the main thing. Like, you know, Jacob is a baller brand kid. That's my guy. But at the same
no, seriously, is the potential there? Yeah, projectability. Yeah, but putting it together, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard nobody talk about it.
In a different day. So there's nothing wrong with what he said. I agree. He need to step up to the plate. But at the same time, Houston got at least a good space team.
Oh, Chris say call ESPN.
Hey,
G-Day.
I got.
Oh, I ain't
hold on.
finna call Bob Big. What the other?
No, I'm just finna show. Like, let me go to my contacts, man.
Chris.
No, I got Paul B and Cardi phone number. I got him. I'll talk to him later, man. Chris, my guy.
Oh, we already know Chris is a good friend of the show, man.
Yeah, man. Chris, my boy.
Shit,
But no,
I really want to be honest. If it wasn't for G Day here hyping up Tyler, does Tyler be top 10? Because nobody was out here looking out for Tyler like G Day was.
Hey man, it's the first show,
but it
bro.
wasn't
We
even.
gotta,
It wasn't.
I don't care, Rob.
He not mess with Rob, dog.
But I wasn't even. It wasn't necessarily looking out for.
Wrong choice of words, but still, let's just let the truth be known. We champion people kids all day long. Like, they don't have to be nothing to us. But at the same time, like, let's just give credit where credit's due. I know G Day was talking about Tyler before everybody else was top 10 Tyler. Top 10 Tyler.
Oh snap!
It was. I'm not saying that.
Y'all got Chris turned. Y'all got Chris turned to the cup.
No, y'all gotta remember, like I met Tyler as an 8th grader. Like, I didn't meet him when he was younger kid. Blah blah blah. It's just when I got the phone call, I just gave my 2 cents. Now that doesn't mean it goes anywhere. I just gave my 2 cents for the phone call. That's it.
I just want to let it be known that it's bad when I'm the voice of reason around here, and I'm calm, and the rest of y'all going, Chris.
You was not just calm, Rob.
Chris is the calmest dude. Chris is going ham in the comments right now. Like, Chris is going crazy.
Say, Carter, don't at me in the comments, bro. Don't at me in the comments.
D King said, G-Day, you like Tyler Smith production over JC?
As of right now, yeah.
Oh, he say, hold on, with it. You like
Carter add me over something somebody else said that I don't talk to every day. I'm only talking about my experience.
As of right now, I do. If we're talking about like today, right now, yes.
Who got the best concession hospitality?
Oh, they ain't even kept Mr. Jordan. You ain't even been to that event yet. You just wait till December when the Barry Center comes. In the Cypress Invitational, nobody ain't beating the Cypress Invitational.
Hey, I got Texas Invitational, hands down.
Tell them why, though. Tell them why. It's not because of the food, Gary. Tell them why.
They incorporate the kids that want to be culinary legends into the meal prep and everything. So you're seeing future Michelin chefs that's cooking.
No, we get that.
But Carter, you yelled my name with exclamation points like that's something I knew and I just didn't tell with the general public. Carter, Marcus Sloan is definitely a Tyler advocate. I'm talking about G-Day and when it comes to being national and talking about Tyler. 2 different things, bro.
Hey man, this ain't even the first official show.
Look, Carter was so mad he couldn't type Sloan's last name right. Oh. And I just be like, why y'all be wanting to argue with me? Of all people.
We're not arguing. We're discussing.
I'm not talking about the people I'm on the show with.
We discussing.
Hey,
we just having a discussion, Mr. Stewart.
Hey, boys out here getting in trouble.
Mr. Stewart, he just on here enjoying the show. That's all.
Hey, Mr. Stewart, if you ever need a story, man, I got a good kidnapping story that I just laid out. I'll give it to you later, bro.
But no, we not arguing. We all have love for one another.
It's not an argument. Nah, Carter.
I'm talking about even in the even people in the comment feed, like.
You see what D King said though?
Trust me.
D King, you tripping? That's because you never ate at the Berry Center
It's
before,
made
man.
with kids' love.
I get it. I love the kids. I do. That's why I got so many of my own. But if we talking the best spread,
Texas Invitational is solid though.
No, it's a solid number 2. But it ain't better than the Berry Center though. It ain't better.
That's what I'm. This is a good question right here.
Hey man, we don't.
This is directed towards Robert Carroll.
No, they ain't directed towards me.
Hey, listen. First and foremost, he's gonna be my first guest, but I didn't know we was gonna do all this. I didn't know we was about to do all this.
When you said you want to get on the show, everybody else said we want to get on the show.
There ain't somebody. Oh, we got trollers too. That boy say my nose still swollen. It's been 10 years. Bro. Hey, boy, I love you too, whoever that is. Your mama love my swollen nose too. If you want to ask her about me, whoever you is out there trolling, ask your mama about my swollen nose. Anyway,
hey, that's tough. But no, man. Just to clarify for maybe somebody who is tuning in and don't know, D King, Carter, like we all cool. Chris, like
Chris.
This is good dialogue. No, this is good dialogue, and guess what? It's going to be public. This isn't hidden. You can go back and rewatch this whenever, and I'm not going to duck or change off of what I say because that's just the person that I am. Secondly, y'all would know if I really had an issue with somebody, like Anna just being real, cut from a different cloth, different type of person. You would really know. Like it's not. It won't be no going back and forth. None of that. Y'all would know. Like like real talk. Like y'all would know honestly. Not trying to sound like I'm trying to be a tough guy or something. But
after the last week, we not.
I'm just being honest and transparent for people who may not know or may not know about me.
Hey,
or
Mr.
take my calm demeanor for somebody who is just somebody walk over. Like I'm cool. Like that's just me. But you would know if you push my buttons and put me in a certain.
Mr.
Filter, we always giving out information, man. We just this was an impromptu show, but for you that haven't tuned in, I met you last week. We always giving out information. You can ask anybody who are regular on this show. We always giving out factual information. We just got through talking about dual credits. Anthony just explained about his school. We just went over all that, man. We touch on a lot of topics, man.
I'm talking shit. I'm
Rob girl, cut him off, man. Dang, Rob.
Y'all tripping.
Rob girl came home, cut off the Wi-Fi, man.
Told that boy.
Oh, and just letting everybody know, as of right now, mostly all our home games will be at the gym in Humble. So, look out for all those games and stuff like that. We will have home games at the gym in Humble this year. So that's another thing as well.
Hey, Ant, can we host the game at the Raptors gym since y'all wearing that purple?
Let me know where it's at. We got you.
We'll talk about the honeycomb.
G, they say.
You stupid. We got. Rob, you okay, bro? They turned the internet back on for you?
Boy, baby came home and shut Rob down, man.
Boy, first of all, you already know I'm the king of this castle. Ain't nobody shut nothing down. Number 2,
hey, Rob, don't get in trouble.
Internet
man.
bill.
Melvin Dew says they're supposed to be a new sneaker team in Houston.
I mean, they not new, but
they not new, but they getting sponsored though.
It's not a new team. Just it's Adidas sponsorship for T-Mac.
One time
play for free.
Nothing new, Mr. Dews. It's just this year they're going to be across the board for 17, 16, 15s.
Chris had a good question, G-Day, if you want to put it up. Diapers already been changed, Carter.
It's all right, man. That's why you had to go off the screen. It's all right, Rob, man. No, my bad, Chris. Chris, I agree with you on that. We should promote them more.
But Let me ask, because this goes back to what I was saying earlier,
We
G.
do,
I'm sorry
and
to cut you
it
off.
does it does go with the matchups.
Let me
But
ask you this.
go ahead. If you don't give them, if you
So
don't get the matchups, how can you know though?
But look,
no, but I'm talking about
post
the
what Chris said.
obligation.
He just said something else to go with it.
No, both. Like if we're not honest, okay, let me rephrase it like this. We don't always have to be brutally honest publicly.
Bro, they want to be totally critical of these kids, dog.
We can continue to critique them. That's what we're supposed to do as
The
people.
country out here lying about they
But
kids.
if I
He out here got to be.
There was when I played football, there's people I didn't. Nobody ever thought I would go on to play college football. But you can't allow what people say become your end game.
so if they have a bad game, ain't it my job to report on it though? Not in the I ain't talking about in the slanderous way, but if I'm writing an article, ain't I supposed to report on what I saw and give an accurate description of what I saw? And the reason why I'm asking it, because sometimes over the last couple of years, when people have written not so nice articles about some of the top kids in this city, when they stat line have been down at games that people have been at, people have went at their head and say, "Oh, they hating on them. They don't like them. They critical of this person or whatever, whatever." But don't I get paid to report what I see, not to make you want to believe what you think you believe? But if Jeffrey Day is a top 10 prospect and he had a bad game, and I'm supposed to write about that, that's my job.
So
Gary, start raising your hand, bro.
yes, I raise your hand.
I want
I
to be
can only
first on
say
it. No.
no. I can only say for me, public when I'm writing an article, I don't put bad game in there. People want me to, but I won't. I'll find the positive, or if you had a bad game, I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not even gonna mention you. I'll find another kid who did something else, and I'll mention that kid. Now, if a college coach calls me and asks me a question, that's something totally different. Then yes, I am going to give my honest opinion to that coach, but also at the same time, I'm going to fill it with more positives than anything negative because I want to see the kid go off to play college basketball. And so for me, I'm not going to publicly when I write something, I'm not going to I'm not gonna say nothing bad. Now people want me to. They be like, no, you gotta if he had a bad game and he's top five or he's this, you gotta mention that. I mean, I don't have to mention it. I'm not a journalist. You know, I'm a evaluator. I'm a scout.
Hey, I like what you just said. I
And
like
so
that, G Day.
for
I
me,
like that.
I don't have to report all the negative. I could talk about all the negative stuff that happens in the basketball community every single day. I hear something crazy that's going on. I can get on Twitter, tweet it out, blah blah blah. But what's the point? Where do we get it? Where do we get like I don't know. Everybody's different. Some people they thrive off of reading negative, 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 messy, messy, messy. It reminds me of like the women who like to watch Atlanta Housewives and love and hip hop and all that other stuff because people love drama. They do.
Yep.
People love drama.
I was told I was told that
I
someone
like
doesn't get hits for
I like I like
factions.
action and Marvel movies and stuff like that. You ain't gonna catch me watching too many drama shows.
See, but that's the thing. In your private scouting report, Rob, you can write whatever you want because it's accurate and it's the truth. How many times we didn't seen people get on the Twitter out here and bash other people's kids just for not dropping 20? Like that's all that matters.
I ain't talking about that
No,
though.
I
I'm
know.
just saying, like, if
What
you
I'm
a
saying is,
kid had a bad shooting night,
yeah, it's okay to write that in your scouting report because guess what? You don't never post your scouting reports on Twitter, right?
no,
Only college coaches see your scouting report, right?
true.
You not hating on the kid. You're reporting accurate, detailed information. I got the problem when people run to Twitter and be like, they not as good as y'all think they are. Well, first off, if you're not grown enough to at the kids, why are you talking about the kids? You feel me? Pause on that. I gotta take my own kid to potty training real quick. I'll be back. Y'all finish.
I think somebody named Rick Brown
Yeah,
asked,
I know
"Is
who
it
that
three
is.
SSB?
It
Three
is. It's a
SSB?"
threat to be caught. I'm not downplaying it because they were already pretty much threats to be as far as the 16s go. The 16U.
Yeah.
Or the 15U, I should say. The 15U last year. And so I'm not trying to downplay the situation. I'm just saying now, instead of it just being that one group, is multiple groups. 17s, 16s, 15s. And yes, 3SSB, not a gold deal. And it's T Mac. I mean, he sold a lot of shoes for them and did a lot of other stuff, made his money. So,
Lifetime.
and he doesn't, it's not that even he needs the situation, but it's for the kids at the end of the day.
Hey, real quick, you ever heard Gilbert Arenas tell the story about how much T Mac had control in Adidas?
No.
When he said real quick, he said they was at a photo shoot. Gil, T Mac, Tim Duncan. This one they had everybody: Chauncey Billups, Kevin Garnett. He say he in the bag. They like, yeah, we gonna be shooting for 3 hours. He say T Mac walked out. They like, yeah, Tracy, we gonna be shooting for 3 hours. He said Tracy looked at the dude and said, like hell we is, y'all getting 5 good picks and then we out of here. Gil talking about he looking like what? He talking about yup. He say, oh, I'm gonna sit on the side and see what happened. That boy say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Mr. McGrady, y'all have a good day. But that boy Gil say, I ain't going to no other Adidas event without T Mac. T Mac's the man.
Oh Lord.
Oh man, shout out to them, man. Congratulations to one-time legends, man. Yeah, that's true.
No,
what is Mr. Dudes just talking about?
What is Mr. Dudes talking about?
Hold on, man. I ain't down there at the bottom.
Oh man, look at
He
my
asked
Twitter.
what's our thoughts on Dallas Kimball, and then he said something about
No, not there. It's underneath that.
I'm not touching. I can't touch that yet.
Why?
Because I can't. All right, so what's my thought on Dallas Kimbo's? I still feel that Beaumont United still gonna win state.
my United gonna win state, man.
That's just my opinion, my outlook.
That ain't just home cooking either. That's what we really, really think. Let them get whoever they want to get. It don't matter. They need it. They about to do some snatch. Anybody want to touch on that topic right there? Anybody? I'm out.
So at the end of the day, what matters is what the college coach thinks. That's it.
Y'all childish, man.
It don't really matter what we think. Like I said, it's just an input. Like I can just give my input. I can give my input. I can call a Paul being Cardi. I can give input. That honestly don't mean nothing. Do we have a good relationship where we communicate? Yeah, but so I mean that don't mean anything at all. Like it could just be an input. Like I'm cool with a lot of people, but that don't mean they have to take my word for it. That don't mean that they have to trust me. It just is what it is. I don't know what you holding up, Ant, but I'm not trying to look at that right now. I'm trying to.
Hey, it looks like Tyler. I just seen him in the gym.
I gotta put my hand, man. What is
overtime jersey, baby?
Hey. I don't know what that is actually.
Hold on, we gotta remove Ant.
Yeah, we have to remove Ant.
Ant is having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Ant is having
his Wi-Fi was
New beginnings.
Hey, I got something for you. Guess what? Tyler didn't play none of those private schools and still went big time. Like nobody give a about playing them, bro.
Hey,
them kids gonna make the decisions that's best for themselves. Shout out Tyler. Saw him at Rook on Wood.
But it ain't about them playing against private schools. It's about playing against, the point is
hit my baby.
National situation.
Tyler posted it
and
himself.
and nothing is wrong with that, man.
Nothing.
Miss
Nothing.
Nashawn
Good
said
family.
she was gonna hold off, but since Tyler put it out, that's what
Hey,
it is, man. I promised Miss Nashawn I wouldn't say anything, but since Tyler put it out,
facts.
it is what
Facts.
Tyler posted it himself, so
as
hey,
It was supposed to be,
As
hey,
Chris stated.
it's
Chris,
supposed to be 16 hours. Supposed to be in the morning.
thank you, Chris, for bringing that to my attention.
That's what I was showing you.
He did. Well, I didn't know. I couldn't see who posted
Yeah, that
it.
was his page.
Okay, I couldn't see who posted it, and so I just promised Miss Nashawn after the Rock on Will was over that I wouldn't say anything, and so it is what it is. Shout out to Tyler
sad to
Smith.
see you go, Tyler, but kick ass, man.
So now, Rob, when you go to a Bush game, you ain't even got to worry about that conundrum, huh?
Well,
You ain't gotta
I'm
worry
sad
about
because shit.
Hey,
Why you
I
sad?
wanted to see because I wanted to see the national recruit. What do you mean? What am I sad for?
Side note: Cam had a great.
That's
run
what
at
summer
Rock on
basketball.
Wood. They won
That's
the
what
championship.
summer basketball
Yeah.
is for, Rob.
Hey man,
Summer grassroots basketball is about seeing the national recruits.
It's starting to be different. It's starting to be different now.
It's a different day and time, man.
Yep. It's starting to be different. Kids want to do it all year round.
Cam did win.
But don't y'all remember earlier in the show last year when I was talking about European farm systems?
But hey,
here we go.
Facts. But hey, but again, G-Day, that's you.
And I told y'all it was
You
coming.
planted that seed in my head, bro.
It was coming, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Correct. Hey,
Because
too much money.
They see the benefit.
It's too much money, bro.
Even like Luca said it's too easy to score, and it's harder for me to score in EuroLeague than it is to score in the NBA. Like, Rob, thumbs down to Tim.
I'm gonna always be old fashioned.
Thumbs down to Tim Duncan.
We the first show to talk about Tyler the OTE.
You not?
Yep.
Yes.
Thumbs down to Tim Duncan.
I'm not even listening. I'm blocking it out.
I just seen something that came across my timeline that somebody sent me, and I watched it from my memory. Talking about he wasn't impressed with Michael Jordan, man. What's wrong with y'all Spurs
idiot.
people?
Whoever said that is an idiot.
No, Tim Duncan said that.
Oh yeah, he did say that back in his second year. He
Yeah.
entitled to his opinion.
Caden Cunningham gonna be my next favorite player. He stated a true fact. I like it.
What he said about LeBron, because he was born in the era that LeBron played in.
I'm just saying.
Mostly all the kids finna be
No.
It
had nothing to say. No.
Era.
The reason why I like what he said was because he said, "How can I like Michael Jordan? I didn't see him play. I seen highlights and stuff like that." So he gave a very honest answer. Very honest.
With BZ and Amari Abram gone, what players not named Arsenal or PJ
Haggerty
make the most noise out of 2022? Depends on what you want. G-Day, you want to answer that question?
Honestly, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this high school season shapes out. But based off of a lot of kids' summer, I don't know.
It's going to be tough. I like the man child over.
This one for Rob. Look.
Mr. Jordan. Only thing I'm gonna say, because I don't do the bashing of the kids. Only thing I'm gonna say is watch him in real games, not all-star games. That's it.
Shadow
That's
Creek.
my
Shadow Creek should be good, Carter. They should. Shadow Creek should be tough.
I got a game against them.
Shadow Creek
mm,
should be tough. Yes, yes.
that's gonna be that's gonna be an interesting point guard matchup. Corey Hadnot versus Cam. Corey
Cam
Hadnot look good as he moved to
Cam
the
Embry
point
had a
guard
hot, hot,
position.
hot, hot summer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
He did.
We at Shadow Creek for that game.
Carter said Plato got a man child.
hey, they got one cooking up named Abu.
Oh,
That's gonna be really good.
Real good.
I do like
last
Abu. I
week.
like
Abu
him.
looked real good last
All
week.
high on him.
How
Yes,
Abu looked at the beginning of the season. You could tell JV kid like, and I didn't even know. Like Chris put me on game that he went to Paytime because I was like, who is this kid? Where he came from? Like, but his growth this summer,
Yes, he looked real good last
it has
week.
been. Another kid who grew a lot. Jamil, I'll be messing his last name.
Hey, come on, man.
Say the
Hey,
last
shout out
Say-
to my boy.
Say his last name, because I'll be tearing it up. He'd be like, no.
Hey, I'm
He'd be
gonna
like,
tear it
nah,
up too. I don't know.
He'd be like, nah, G-Day.
Hey, but he go to Cyril. It's my dude, man.
Yeah, no. He had another big summer as well.
Yep.
But it's gonna be interesting, like, like Klein Kane loses Brody, they lose X. Like, who takes that district? Klein Forest is gonna be really young.
Klein gonna be good again.
Yeah, but they was all seniors last year.
They got all seniors again this year.
Yeah, and so I mean
that's one thing he do. Like
that
his
coach,
JV
that coach
team.
Y'all talk
that's
about
what he
coaches
do.
who been there for a long time.
Yep.
Coach Arnold been there 20 plus years.
Hey, he's been there for a long time.
And I ain't gonna lie, he get parents to be okay with, like, if you're a freshman, you play freshman, you play sophomore, you're a junior, you play JV, seniors, you play varsity. Like, you got to be really, really good.
Yeah, no, you do, because you very rarely see any underclassmen on Klein varsity roster.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
and he always got like
Dawson
10
used to
seniors.
be like that too. Dawson used to always be senior heavy, like.
Elijah Smith and Miles Smith is like the last two I can really name that played multiple years for Klein on varsity. They played from like 10th grade to 12th grade. That was before you got here, GA. But after that, I can't really name none that's played more than a year. If you play 2 years on Klein varsity, you doing something.
Yep.
Well, like Aaron Hutchinson played 2 years. He just graduated last year. He going to a
I am not gonna even come into this one.
It was
Andrew
another
Johnson.
one. No, Andrew Johnson had a good year. Andrew Johnson.
Did he play last week?
Yeah, for Scholar, he got the MVP, Scholar Athlete.
Oh, okay. I'm tripping. I'm looking at the wrong name.
Scholar Athlete.
He shot the ball very well.
He real good. He killed us last week.
No, he's
He's
tough.
one of my top. Angel Johnson, Abu, and Corey Hadnot was my 3 top from last week. Corey, the way that Corey, and I'm not just saying this because Ant on the feed, but the way that Corey,
hold on. All right, what?
The way that Corey Hadnot has transitioned from playing more of a wing position to his maturation that I'm seeing is him as the point guard and not just jacking but making decisions, and he is going to be tough.
But we
like him.
We seen it in the playoffs last year.
I know, but just with the ball handling now and everything, I was in the gym. Look, hold on, Carter. While you talking, where was you today? Hold on. What is this? This is the 2025 list right here.
Oh, that boy Carter only.
And this is the 2024 list right here. So you got. I'm gonna just throw out some names real quick, Carter, since you tried to rob you in the gym. Robert Miller, Pasadena Memorial, Charles Anderson, Dawson, Devin Pryor, PSAT. Everybody know Chris McDermott, Otis Carter from Seed King, Jamar Franklin, Clearbrook. Everybody knows Zion, Devion Sanford, Fur. Who else we got? Dominic Samuel Nimitz. Yeah, I was in the gym, Carter.
Kid in that class named Otis.
Yeah, that's that kid number 20 that played the championship, the point guard
Yeah.
with the yellow shoes. Yeah, he was
He
nice.
got a game like Otis.
Yeah. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie. What that kid is? I like that kid. The Robert Miller kid, he was nice. Chris
Ooh,
McDermott,
that's a good question though.
It doesn't change nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it changes much.
At McDonald's,
Anything. It's just just your OTE kids can't play the McDonald's game. But the OTE league is not full of just strictly guys who was going to be strictly McDonald's All Americans. So, there would have been a couple of guys that y'all have been surprised who wouldn't have made it on. Just politics, man. It just is what it is at the end of the day.
Shoot.
Do y'all want to speak about kids not showing up to events and then still wanting to be pulled as some of the best in the city?
Well,
hey,
I'm gonna say this.
Fine. I hope they don't put my name in them.
Nah, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to some of these events, man, you gotta know. Like, for instance, there was a CP3 camp, so no baits. No bigs, like that. So they were somewhere else. So, and those are some of the top guards in 2024. So they, you can't really knock them for that. You know what I'm saying?
Devon.
We talking about the ones at home. We're not talking about the
Jaquil.
I'm just saying, like, truthfully, like even Texas A&M Corpus Christi had a camp this weekend. Corey Hadnot was there. So, not saying he was 23, but I'm saying like there's stuff that goes on. But my point was this. The biggest thing I would say about kids not showing up to camps is I believe that if we were to structure the Ruck on Wood or some of these other camps differently, we would get more kids to come to the camp. And the reason why
I'm glad you said that.
And the reason why I say that is because even if they do come to the camp, there's still politics. Maybe not y'all. I'm not saying y'all on here.
Mm-hmm.
There's still politics in the rankings that some kids still believe if I show up, it still doesn't help me get ranked any better or anything. Like, so at that point, parents who I would say some of the world basketball guys after freshman year look at the Ruck on Wood. You know who I am. You know I play AAU. You're going to see me. So do I need to show up? Like, and then truthfully, the other thing is it's always in a time when school just started. Some people like, well, man, I'm just saying, I'm not saying they shouldn't have. I'm being raw right now. I'm being devil's advocate and giving a different view.
So
that's all I'm saying.
I'm finna ask you that question real quick. When you asked me that question today about what's my favorite Ruck on Wood class, I ain't gonna tell the people what I said, but why did I say that though? Why did I pick the class that I picked?
Because all the top guys were there.
NBA guys, right? Dudes that's making $100 million right now showed up to, and I know you didn't say that, and I know you just giving a different side for the viewership. But if De'Aaron Fox and Jared Vanderbilt and Justin Jackson, we were just aforementioned, we were just speaking. If these dudes who was going to the McDonald's game, JJ Caldwell,
that's true.
It furthers from the point. Like, this is my thing. You have to dominate in your region. Then you go up and then you go dominate Pangos in Dallas. And then you go, dog, do y'all not remember 2 months ago when everybody was in an uproar if Griggs and Arsenal had got an invite to Pangos in Vegas? Wasn't we just there 2 months ago? You can't duck your local events and hope to get invited to national events. It don't work like that, especially if you're not a national kid that's already playing on the national circuit. It don't make no sense. That I don't get that.
Now I want it for people like Terrence Wesley, Jerry Harris, the Miller kid from it's kind of hard. Bro, you driving 2 hours back, man. That's kind of that's different to me. But if you in the city and you just like, man, I ain't going to record. Like that's why I always said.
Watch how many kids go to Pangos October 2nd and 3rd from Houston. Mark my words. You'll see how many people are about that life and look at the people that's gonna drive, and then you're gonna scratch your head and be like, damn, why you ain't show up for Rook on Wood?
It shouldn't, but it does. Maybe not from people on this panel,
but again though, the point that you just named, Rob, like a lot of kids ain't competitive like those guys you just named no more. You got too much politics, marketing, social media is involved where some people be like, hey, I'm not going to hurt my brand. So at the end of the day,
that's this dude down here with the brand stuff.
So for me, I think it's one of those things that today is just like back in the day. If you was a hooper, you used to go and play at Fundy against all the hoopers. If you was a hooper, you went to the Southwest Community Center off of Bel Air and went to go hoop. If you was a hooper, you used to go to Fifth Ward to the information patient station to hoop. Like you went everywhere to hoop. Like you went everywhere to hoop to compete against everybody around St. Houston. Like I was, going to kids don't do that no more. So at the end of the day, trying to get them to come to like a structured open gym compete, like they're not doing that. Like they're just not.
The parents and the program directors. The program directors been scoring, and the parents out here asking who gonna be there. The next parent that asks me who gonna be there at an event I invite them to, I'm gonna block them. Because you shouldn't say that. You should be like, okay, yeah, we ready. We gonna come there and tear their head off.
Okay, but do you think we have a facility? Like honestly,
a facility don't matter when it's
no. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. Today, how many kids did y'all see that y'all never seen before? A lot, right? Like a lot that y'all never seen. And think about how many kids that we know that's out here that didn't show up. But in reality, some of the kids who didn't show up, if they would have, some of the kids that did show up shouldn't even be there. Because they're not good enough to be on the court with them.
No, you can't never say kids.
Whoa, hold on. There were some surprises. There were some prize kids that about, like 2 of them on 2024 was dunking on dudes out there that people didn't know nothing about. But there were also some kids who were there who shouldn't even be there.
You can't.
And I think, hold on. And I think the biggest thing I would say is this, and I'm not comparing because I know when I do this, people gonna try to. I'm gonna say it because I don't care. When you go to OTR camp and it's invite only, you get more top kids to show up. When you go to a situation where it's kind of like, oh, I get, if you get recommended this and that, there's a difference. So I'm not saying that one is one or the other's better. I'm saying is if we make it invite only, and I know Gary, you don't like, oh, who's gonna be there? But if you can get all the top players to be there, then I think you might get more guys than, oh, well, this guy. Because I'll be honest with you, if you really, really good, you don't want to let a dude who is a no-name cook you. That's how these kids think today. They don't want to get cooked by no name guy. They don't want to do that.
And see,
so at the end of the day, and I guess my other question to you also, Gary, what's the difference between a Pangos camp and Ruck on Wood to why top kids go to the Pangos?
Here goes the thing. I feel like you should go to the camps in your city. So you should go to OTR, you should go to Ruck on Wood, G-Day, and then the Extra Eyes competition camp. Okay, you done that. Then you go to Pangos, then you go to Buffs, and then that's you're outside of your city, right? And then if you're good enough, you get selected to go to these national events and camps. I just think we got to get back to valuing, hey, we're going to just go compete. It don't matter if the number 1,000 guy is there or the number one guy
Oh,
is
I
there.
agree.
You know,
The
like
number
I
one dude in
invite
2024 was
only or
there.
not, that doesn't matter. You should still go. Like
You say the number one
basketball
guy in
shouldn't be
2024 was there.
Was
basketball
there
shouldn't be
competing.
exclusive.
Do you
You
think he's
right,
still?
Derek.
Do you think he's still number one?
Who?
Heck yeah.
Okay. I just asked. I just asked.
I'm
What
just
do
saying,
we
I seen the number one dude in 2024 there
Oh,
playing
you
like he was in the playoffs, and
did,
he carried a team that you didn't expect to make it to the championship.
we talking
Now
about
you,
Zion?
yeah,
Oh boy, hey, see, that's a kid that you got to get behind him for the simple fact he showed up, bro. I'm tired of
like
kids ducking.
I applaud a Chris McDermott who was there and hooping, and playing, and won a championship. I applaud it. I want. That's what I mean. I come to see kids that I don't know, but I also want to see the top.
no,
I
I'm
want to
with
see
you.
it.
I listen. I 100 agree. 100%. I'm just telling you. I
I
just
wanted
want
to
to
see
like
the kid
next
of
week.
registry today.
Next week is going to be the interesting part. For 2023 and 2022 is going to be very interesting.
I want to see Wesley. I
They
want to
not
see
gonna show
Terrence.
up.
I
They
want to
too
see
cool and they got bad
Chris and
information.
everybody. Well, Tyler ain't go, but I want to Jacob Cole. If you say you that guy, then come prove it. Nobody in the next 4 classes is projected to get a max contract after 1 year of college. So I seen this guy come every year. The Aaron Fox came every year, and he said, "Ain't nobody better than me. I'm for the bust everybody ass in here, and I'm gonna keep on showing y'all every time we go somewhere. There ain't none of y'all Negroes better than me."
Okay, so I got another question for y'all, and it's just true. So if RCA Sports dropped their rankings, and let's say there was like 3 or 4 kids who was not there, and they wasn't like in the top 15, you think they're in the top 15, and they say, well, we didn't get a chance to see you against some of these other kids, so we think these kids, what would y'all say then?
Well, according to that, they right. And then them rankings don't change till you get in high school and play school. See, it's always in flux. It's
But okay,
always
but my point to you is that if that was the case, then that would be another problem. Because at that point, the thing is, there are some kids who didn't show up that we're still gonna say is top 10
no,
or top 15. You're
no.
gonna still say that.
And
So
cream always rises,
no,
bro.
I'm
So
just
yeah,
saying. So does the
those
cat?
kids that
So my
showed up
point is,
might be ranked higher, but once they start at high school basketball, it'll even itself out.
no, correct. But I'm just saying, kids are not worried about just coming to hoop no more. So that's what I'm saying. Like they're not just like I'm gonna come and hoop. Like they're not doing that no more. That's the problem. They're not coming just to
You think it's
compete.
the kids' fault or the adults? It's not the kids' fault. It's the adults. I've seen kids hooping Uggs in some khakis and a hoodie in 100-degree weather outside. They gonna play basketball. It's the goofy ass adults with the bad ass advice. That's why the city is like it is. That's why the 22s and the 23s don't show up because that was the start of doing all that goofy shit. Like, oh, it's cool now. Oh, don't go to that event. Don't show up. But then you can't say that and then ask us to tweet about your kid. It's a kid in college right now that went to a school and we always invited him to the extra eyes camp. Never came. But then your parent is asking us to promote you. How? How does that work? Like, you want me to support and believe in your child more than you had belief in your kid. And I can only talk about our experience, but I just don't get that, bro. Like, you want me to pub your kid, and I couldn't even see your kid in person to see how they play. What kind of sense that make?
None.
And y'all know it's the parents and the AAU directors that's telling these kids not to go.
Oh
Cause
no, that's
what?
facts. Oh yes.
Cause what? October 2nd and 3rd, every kid that you didn't see in Houston will be in fucking Dallas. Mark my words. So what's so different? Is Pangos better than Texas? No. They run
We'll have to
Pangos 30 different states. They not going to go get them other kids from them 30 different states to go make these super teams. They coming to get Texas kids. So what is we really doing? Jalen Johnson, hey, me and him, we bumped heads early when we first met. He made me respect him with his game. So now when I see Jalen Johnson out, it's all love. I want him to succeed. I
Still
know it's
lost their
not his
3-point
fault.
contest, Jalen.
See, these are kids. Yes, they got to prove themselves until they graduate. It don't stop. Did Casey Wallace stop?
Hold on.
Did Keontae stop going around the country after they gave him the number one?
Carter,
Y'all love comparing these Dallas kids to the Houston kids. These Dallas kids did everything that needed to be done to obtain and keep their spot. The Houston kids, bad advice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whoever said the format is bad,
yes,
the
you
format is
prove
just
yourself.
like regular gym. I'm sorry, Gary, for speaking over you. Whoever said the format is bad, the format is just like a regular open gym. Ain't no referees in regular open gym. So why are we saying and I'm not trying to bash Mr. Brosher, but why are we saying, oh man, that's an excuse to me. Oh man, the format bad. Okay, so when I go to the park, when I go to the 24 or Lifetime or wherever our Fitness Connection, ain't no referee call no fouls in there, and they go there every day. So what's the difference? And to answer Carter's question, hell yeah, Carter, if you was a gunslinger and the dude come to the town and you kill one dude, do that mean that the next dude ain't gonna come over there because oh man, you killed two? No, you got to keep killing. Yeah, you might have had a drop off from the summer till now. We want to see that.
But you got to pick your summer team.
I know, Carter. I'm just replying.
You don't get to pick your high school team. You don't get to pick your Rucker on Wood team. Like that's being thrown. When you get drafted to the league, you don't get to pick the other 10 guys you in the NBA with. So why are y'all trying to pick that for your high school kids now? That don't make sense. And Russ, these kids are leaving to all go play on the grind session. That's the common denominator on everybody that left Texas. They will all go play on the grind session. Colin Smith with Arizona Compass, Amari Abram at Southern California Academy. Who else am I missing? Josh, who left Legacy, he going to go play on the grind session. That is the common denominator of what Texas doesn't have. It is the grind session. Good kids want to go play in the grind.
But why can't we get a Texas team on the grind session?
Because you know why? Because you got these adults that don't want that. Everybody want to do their own thing. Don't nobody want to team. Don't nobody want to collab. Everybody is for themselves. Why do you think all the Texas kids went to different teams? None of the Texas kids went to the same team. That's crazy.
That's true.
None of them. TJ Langford went back home. Jordan Walsh and Amari together in Southern California, but had they played together previously, like in AAU?
He said they ain't good. Who ain't good enough?
They ain't.
That grind session something different, Rob.
Yeah.
That grind session, Rob, what they don't tell you, when you go to Arizona to go play in that facility,
EYBL, it's pretty much like that, like
on a small court. So now 6'9" looking like 7'4".
Oh yeah, I seen Pablo playing on that court.
Bro, when you rotate that defense on a 24-second shot clock, they all look like monsters.
That's how Rob hold his gun, DK.
I don't even, I don't promote that violence, kids. Don't do that.
Hey, DK, that's my guy, man. Carter,
yes, I want Terrence Arsenault to win.
They I don't want to see him versus no kid who can't chew no bubble gum, man.
Bro, but we acting like that Beaumont United district is a cakewalk. It ain't the Yates cake. I mean, it ain't the Yates district.
Whoa, hold on. Yates not even going. No, let me be quiet.
Ooh,
That
hey,
district is not.
hey,
That district. That
hey,
district just became. That district wasn't always. Let's put some respect on the Northside team's names now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna act like because Yates might not even win that district this year. Truth be told, you know, Booker T, Fur. I'm sorry to Coach Pokey, and you know, but we ain't just you know. I'm just saying.
Rob. No, but D King, I can't speak on every other city because I've only lived in 2 places. But where I'm from, nah, we don't. If you leave, it's cool. Like we wish you the best. It's not an issue.
Texas think they own you, bro. That's the
But
problem.
that's
They
I don't know. Because
Hey, man.
honestly, how many? I don't even know how many kids were actually even born in Houston. That's hooping right. That's the standout per se. They
Tyler,
may
New Orleans. The
they
Millie
may be.
boys are from Louisiana.
That's what I'm saying. So
Vice Griffin from
people from
Missouri.
people
Nobody
from
from
all
you.
over. People are from all over. Like it's a big melting pot. Like
Darren Fox from Louisiana.
yeah, like it's just a big melting pot.
For
And he
real.
made sure and he made sure he told everybody that.
Yeah, she from Louisiana.
Because when he
Yeah.
was in the All-Star game and they asked what city he's from, he put New Orleans. He didn't put H-Town. He made sure he let everybody know that he from New Orleans.
DJ Augustine.
Yup, Louisiana.
No,
Hey, man,
because
he played 1
it
year here,
is.
bro. Chill. He played 1 year here. Chill. Chill on that.
He's
I
still
mean, DJ
Oh,
Augustine.
in the
shit.
league.
It is.
Jerry Vanderbilt from
It is.
Houston.
It's just something different, and people don't because everybody wants to be entitled, or everybody wants to take the credit. That's the word I want to use for the kid or the player, and it's always about them. You know, they're always I guys. I did this. I did that. I did this. I did that. My situation. It's not never. Oh, it's for the betterment of the kid. It's not. Um, and like I'll talk about the what's it called, the icebreaker. How like it was a team called Team Illinois. Came down here 15, 16s, and they won. But the team is made up of kids from all different like mean streets, a couple McIrvin kids, a couple Illinois Wolf kids. But then when they go back home, you know, they play with their teams. But then when Mean Streets ain't playing or McIrvin ain't playing or the Illinois Wolves ain't playing, they'll all come together and play as one on the team called Team Illinois International. And so, because it's about the kids, if we off this weekend, if the kids want to go get some reps, go get some reps. It ain't, oh, these my kids. I'm worried about them leaving. Just go hoop, man. Like, but
yep.
everybody always wants that sense of entitlement. Like, this is my kid.
They don't know what evolution is down here, bro. I remember I'm old enough to remember when boys said stop putting cameras in these kids' faces that wasn't good enough. Carter.
Now, you know, Carter gonna keep it real with you. If he feel the kid ain't good enough, get the camera out his face, man.
That ain't my job to determine, bro. You know, like
It ain't.
life
It ain't.
play out. I'm telling you, it's some kids that
Fuck stupid, man. I can't deal with fuck though. McDaniel on here tripping. He tripping. You see, everybody,
No.
every guy in Houston wants to be
He's-
king.
Not
And
me.
and no, but me and Mr. Mac chop it up a lot, man. Mr. McDaniels, for those who may not know. But and what he's saying is true. Like, it's always I gotta take the credit for it. I put out the news first. I gotta take the credit because I I've developed. I hate to use the word train. I
Yeah.
developed this kid. Um, I gotta take the credit because he played on my AAU team when he was in the 5th grade and nobody knew who he was, and it, none of that matters, man. It don't like I don't know. It just
It's the age. Right, bro. I'm telling you, like everybody wants you to be Barbara Walters when it comes to other people's kids. Like you can't tell other people's kids, like, hey, you don't deserve to be on camera. You sorry. It don't work like that, bro. I get it. Carter. You want high level basketball and high level kids to be shown. Well, bro, you don't stay in a city where IMG or Montverde is housed. So you stuck with what we put out.
but I don't even think it's necessarily high level. It's just more so what did you do in that game to deserve to be.
Talked about.
Yeah, I think that's where Carter is coming from. Yeah, hey, I was just about to talk about this. Honestly, Carter has booked me several times, and he'll tell me he'll be like, "Gee, don't put that shit out. That shit's trash. Like nobody did nothing for my team. Don't put it out."
Yeah, but damn, what about the kids? That's the problem. The adults are dictating what kids do. Like, and
But he's keeping it so we could promote the kid, and I tell parents this all the time. I can make the mix, I can make it look good, but at the end of the day, the coaches are still going to see full game film. And so, no, regardless of how good I may make you look, the full game film is going to tell the truth.
yeah, we ain't trying to lie about that. But I mean, we in the business of sports and entertainment. We wouldn't be on the show if we wasn't.
D King is a fool, boy.
See, King right though. Like, bro, it is about the kids. This boy Carter want to have a NBA mixtape out here. Recruit better.
Logan, everybody's schedule hasn't came out yet, so I can't honestly say where I am going to be. I have already been booked for a couple of games already. So I know I'm gonna be at those games.
He's gonna be at Maple Creek, Miss White.
But
Already?
I
Shit,
am
I'm about
I
to
am
book
gonna go
'em.
to I am gonna go to some Maple Creek games.
Yeah,
Jamal
see that look?
set it on fire.
See that little kid from 2025? I go. What's his name? Christian?
Christian Nice.
Shoo.
They got
Shoot
two
will.
over there.
I surely will. Yeah, I ain't seen the Duncan dude, but the Christian kid, he nice.
What you mean?
That-
They was on the same team together.
Yeah,
2025.
today.
oh, for real?
Hold
The
on, hold
lefty who was hitting all the
on. Did that
three.
say
Oh, him.
The
I ain't know he
best
went to
team in the
Maine.
city?
Hey, man, you
Yeah.
telling me something, Hold on. Let me go to my notes real quick.
Chris, tell him who it is.
Oh, Jamal,
Creek?
Just don't even say it. Don't even say it, Rob, because you
63?
gonna don't say his last name because you gonna
Yeah,
you gonna
63, nice. Oh, he going to Main Creek too?
Yeah.
I'm
He told-
definitely going.
Man, you don't be listening, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jamal,
they was on. They
what's
they
his
ended
name
up on the
again?
same team in the Rucker and Wood. I
Jamal
don't know how.
Creedon. Yeah, I like you, Jamal. You got
You know what
a
I'm
good
saying?
swag about you. I like that. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Day, tell Logan they gotta win.
Hold on,
10.
hold on.
They could get there first.
Logan, I heard that you were going to the Heights. So, Logan, if you could clear that up for me, that's just what I heard.
We breaking news. Episcopal top team in the city.
Well, Logan goes. He was at Episcopal, but
Yeah, I know.
they said he was leaving. So
Cyrence was gonna be
Hey,
Gary boy.
like this.
hey, that's what I'm talking about, D King, man. D King gonna be on there snapping, cussing.
Are they gonna let you broadcast this year? Or are they gonna try to hate?
It's gonna be situations where some people
We're
are going.
running floppy again. We're running floppy. We're running the same shit
He's
again.
he's staying at the principal.
Okay,
Hey,
it's gonna be some.
but I'm
It's
saying,
gonna be
how
some
they gonna be?
events. There's gonna be events who's gonna say we're only contracted with Vipe or we're only contracted with Texans Live, so you can't come and broadcast. But the ones that I can, I will be there. And D King, we gonna mic you up, baby.
Hey,
Hell,
hey,
did you
What
call
you
hey,
that cuss?
mean, no, man?
hey,
Call that
Miss
cussing?
Raspberry.
D
Hey,
We're
King,
running
D
fucking
King,
floppy again.
D
Miss
King,
Hey,
no
Raspberry
who?
said Siren's still gonna be good. Watch out.
D
No,
King,
Watch out.
D King know what he
Watch
talking
out.
about, Rob.
no,
She
he
hit
do.
you with the watch out.
As much as I hate to admit it to the
He
chump,
do.
he do.
Be-
The guy knows basketball, man. You know.
he does, but no, cause Ant, when we did when the Concord Lutheran game, Ant went through the whole playbook.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ed was calling out the shit on live on the.
And was like, I know. And was like, I drew this play up. I know this play.
I
They're
know
gonna
what they
do dum
finna
dum
run.
dum dum dum. And they went out and did it.
Miss Raspberry. I
Did
will
they
say,
win? They won. So like
Ben Reed,
what the hell? Like, bro, they won. Like at
Ben
the end of the day, you
and
talking
Ben.
about something like it really made a difference on like I was calling every team play out. Like and coach hands up, he want to run 3-1 and 5 out. Like ain't nothing changing. Can you stop it? Like he like at
Dang.
the end of the day, he
He
not
said D King is
can
worse
you
than
stop
Chris Webber.
hey,
it? Ooh,
don't
dang.
the T Bartlett name. T Bartlett a Houstonian?
I don't T Bartlett done been everywhere.
T. Bartley is a no
He
man.
California.
Hey, Jamil on here, DK, G Day.
Jamil, I shot you out earlier, man. Big stock rising from the summer. And I ain't wanna mess up your last name, so I ain't say it. But for those who may not, this is Jamil. Yeah, y'all see the name. I can't say that last name right, but shout out
Much
to Jamil, man.
what?
He
MV.
been yeah.
Nicknames come in clutch.
But no, nicknames be bad because coaches will contact me and be like, I want to see this kid's Instagram and I can't find them because they don't have their real names.
Or
They
Twitter,
want to
yeah.
check and see all the silly and stupid stuff
Yeah.
they doing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then
Jamil know.
I can't even find the kid. Like I'm like, man, coach, I have no clue.
See, what y'all don't realize is, let me not tell on my kids, but they got a professional Instagram and they got a Finsta. You're not gonna find the Finsta. They're gonna always give you the professional one. And the
Hey,
only reason I found this out is
I
because
can't
I was
find professional or non-professional because they still be having
I
their
always
nicknames.
find the other one.
Well,
I don't worry about them
Rob, you know all the
professionals. I
kids' Instagram. I just send all the coaches to you.
do.
They be little
I
Tic
do.
Tac, little TT. They be all them crazy
Because that
stuff.
kid when we
It be
Big
like
Head
four.
Instagram is
Buster
ball.
47.
Yeah, they be having like 4 T's in their name.
Dang, bro. We've
Like,
been on here for 2 hours. Dang.
Yeah, my
yeah.
phone's on 7%. I'm about to
It's 9:30, fellas.
leave the thing.
We've been on here. Hey.
Somebody said Josh. Oh, Slim said Josh Nietzsche.
Hey, Jamil, I just try to put on the game. I don't send out kids' Instagrams to the coaches.
McDaniel said that,
Yeah.
not Jamil.
No, McDaniel said that. Slim.
No, but if you go look and see what he says, he said Finsta's a clutch. And I
Oh,
say, yeah, don't hand them out. Nah, because at the end of the day, kids need privacy. Like, I feel like I be invasive. So
They do.
they at least need.
Chris said it's Sleepy the goat.
No, like for real. You know how long it took me to find Amari? Like I'm like this is being serious. Like
It took you a long time to find him, Mark.
yeah, because like his uncle had paid me to do a mix, and so I did it, and then he was like, Amari's like, send it to me on Instagram, but this was through Twitter.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what is your? I'm like, I don't. He's like, we follow each other, man. I don't. It's all these different names. I don't know. And so he finally was like, sleeping the goat. I'm like, why? What does that mean? Like, Why it just can't be
Hey,
Amari
he got one of
Abram?
the coldest ones, bro. His stuff
Sleepy
crazy.
the GOAT.
That's like Terrence. His was no limit T, I think, or something like
Yeah,
No,
no
TJ.
limit T. No
like.
limit
Why
TJ.
this can't just be Terrence Arsenal? Like
Kentra, what duty? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And La Tech a good fit for BB Knight.
we'll see.
Hey,
I think it
I'm gonna
is.
say
But
this.
we'll
They
see.
got 3 Houston kids, and they got 3 Houston kids in the last 3 years.
No, they recruited Houston well.
They got
Damn.
3 kids. They got a big, they got a point guard, and they
We
got
seen him.
a wing.
We seen him today.
Yep, they got 3. They got 3. So hey, everybody, hey, Texas A&M trying to load up on Houston. U of H. I got a prediction about the next U of H kid. I
Hey,
got a prediction.
Junior is strong.
Has U of H? So has you in the last
Junior
2
is.
years? So I'm asking you a question.
Go ahead.
The last 2 years, what has the at the end of the season? Where has the number one kid went to?
U of H, right?
Mm-hmm. Who number one this year?
Arsenal.
Who's in his top 4?
U of H is. So that's
Okay.
your prediction.
Hey, hey, or A&M. He go play with his 409 brother, Abram. 409.
I
But
think
no, like real quick, Junior is like strong. Like
nah, he is.
I tried to guard him for a little bit in the post. No sir.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
Coach Crow. Oh, Josh and Crow. Okay. Yeah. Westfield alumni. Man,
Well,
we officially back on what day, G-Day?
September, first Sunday in September. Yeah, I tried to D King, man. Hey, I'm strong, but he different
uh-oh.
strong.
Jameer showed you how to say it.
Mute
Okay, let me
to
see.
leave.
Mute to lead. I got
There
you,
you go.
Coach.
Jamil, mute to
Hey.
leave.
Hey, I appreciate it, Mill, man.
He got you.
Millio, man, I appreciate it.
There you go.
Mute to lead. I'm still just gonna say Jamil. Like
Jameer
it just is what it is, man.
Somebody say, when is the district pick show?
Stay far. Hey, I do. Well, with other kids, I can man them in the paint, man. But not with him.
He made G-Day and Robert Hall look like some
Hey,
kids.
we ain't talking about what he made people look like. I'm just saying.
Kids.
Well, shoot, man.
That boy is super strong, man.
I'm about to holler at y'all. But again, make sure, you know what I'm saying, lock into the EOP website. Will be up very, very soon. For any more information, you can go be able to see on Twitter and IG. Schedule be out soon. So make sure y'all lock in. Whenever Rob start running,
Hey, Rob swear he the best one-on-one player in Houston.
I said, ain't no media personality people better than me. I'm the best scout basketball player. That's what I see.
Oh, okay.
And I stand by that.
I'm not saying that you can beat me, but I don't know about everybody else.
I'm not a media guy anymore, so I'm not in this conversation.
Whenever somebody gets some courage, they want to.
So I'm not gonna even.
What about the non-media guys?
Man, trainers, whoever,
Ooh,
Carter, and who else? Chris Hines, all your little cone drills and all your escape dribbles. Chris, I be watching your video. I'm ripping it. I hope DK, all your floppies and all that. Let's one-on-one, bro.
You said D King be flopping?
No, all his little, that's his play. You like to call floppy. Chris, I'm 6'5", bro. You're 5'9".
What is it?
You're not getting away from me, and we're
just
because
you tall.
Either.
But just because you tall that don't mean you're gonna win the game.
Bro, no, this is the advantage I have over everybody. They've all seen each other hoop. None of them have ever seen me hoop before. Nobody has ever seen me hoop, so they don't know how I play.
That's because you was getting ejected out of
But
games.
I've seen all of them play before, though. I've seen Ant play before.
Well, you see me play it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh,
Rob,
Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, man, stop it, man. Are you serious, Mr. Jordan? I'm running right around you, man.
No, this is Coach Mace. He's assistant coach at Side Park. We're gonna do that the first week of October, Coach Mace. That's when we'll start doing our projections.
Nah,
Jamil say he'll pay for the game. He'll pay for the game.
Man, no, Chris gonna destroy me. Chris be in the gym every day. I'll be at the hospital eating burgers and fries. You ain't finna get me out there and get me smoked. No sirree. I am staying on the camera, bro. This is for entertainment purposes only.
All right, man. Well, shit, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, Jalen wants his one-on-one, Rob.
Man,
you said scouts.
Hey, man, look. Are we playing? Because if we playing unlimited dribbles, the little short dudes, they got a problem. I ain't playing no 3 dribbles, man. If we play unlimited, I'll play. And I guarantee you, Chris and Jalen and none of these 5'9" dudes ain't stopping me from posting them up. I guarantee you that. I don't guarantee a lot of things.
You may be surprised.
Chris Hines ain't stopping me in the post. I'm saying it, man.
You don't know that.
I know that.
You don't. Man.
You don't believe in me. But if we put some of my people that see me hoop and know what I do around this city, ask Chris Morris about me. Yes, that Chris Morris. Auburn legend that made it to the NBA, Utah Jazz. Yeah. I turned down a couple of D1 scholarships back in my day. So we ain't going to even get it to.
Because you was bad, man.
We ain't going to even get it to all that. You know what I'm saying? But Rob had a little hoop game on him. You know what I'm saying? Rob with the headband back here like Gerald Green. He had a little hoop game on him, man. Those who know. But it's 3 people I really want to play. Well, Chris on that list now, so it's 4. Courtney Dion, number 1. Yeah, Courtney. Yeah, DK. I'm calling you homeboy. Surely, yeah. You number 2. Carter. And now Chris Hines, you done talked up on it too. And Jalen, if you want something after I take care of Chris Hines, you can get some of this too. And I'm going to leave y'all with that.